Our next guest joins us now down here on the trading floor. This is Chris Marangi. He is the co-CIO of Value at Gabelli. Thanks a lot for being here. You did the bell. You had an amazing group. It's great to have you on the show.
Great to be here. Very cool.
Can we start first and foremost, your experience ringing the closing bell? You had an amazing group down here. What does all this mean to be here at the
Well, there was a lot of pressure ringing that bell, but I started my career here 30-something years ago on Wall Street. It's great to kind of be back here in a different world, launching this fund. It's GOLS, Gabelli Opportunities in Live in Sports, was born with the new year on Friday, just a few days ago. We're really excited about the theme. It's a theme we've been highlighting for a number of years. It's the secular tailwinds around live in sports.
Yeah, so while you and I talk, Bobby, here, let's take a look at this. This is ticker symbol GOLS that Chris was just referencing. What was not previously in the market that you feel this particular type of investment vehicle uniquely addresses?
Well, this is focused on those two themes, primarily sports. There are enough public sports assets today to make this possible, which wasn't true a few years ago. But you've got public teams, promoters and leagues like MSG, the Braves, Manchester United, and then other partners in that ecosystem, media partners and venue owners, et cetera, which we're going to own in this fund.
It's amazing when we talk about just how broken the landscape of media distribution is right now, and cable companies and spincos and all that. It always seems like live events and sports continues to be that crown jewel that so many of these massive media houses, they say, okay, maybe the other things we move around, but that's really what it's all about.
So seven of the top 10 programs last year were sports related, and that's only because there was an election last year. It would have been 10 out of 10, it'll probably be 10 out of 10 this year. And the big tech companies have recognized that, and that's why you've seen Apple take up the Formula One rights, you've seen Netflix, Amazon, and others bid on sports rights, and that's going to be the future.
What is the bull case for the sports rights, general theme
The
and
theme
environment to continue on?
The theme is that sports teams have been excellent compounders of value over the last dozen years, have actually compounded about 15%. It's better than the S&P 500, believe it or not. And that's because they're scarce. They're actually really good businesses. Pricing power, low capital intensity, recurring revenue, all the things we look for in normal businesses.
Talk to me a little bit about your general 2026 outlook. You're a longtime Wall Street veteran. You've been around the block here in the best way possible for a long time. What is on your radar? We've got easing of interest rates, some general uncertainty, but hey, first 3 days of the new year,
they've been pretty good. And we were probably a little conservative last year, like a lot of other people, worried about tariffs and other things. This year you've got some extra tailwinds, $300 billion in incremental fiscal stimulus, obviously lower rates. That geopolitical question is going to remain out there. But the American economy is resilient. We think we get through it, and stocks are a little expensive, but there are pockets of value, including some of the smaller cap names in value where we're focused.
We saw a lot of retail investors in 2025. They were a bit more bullish when the institutional dollars back around March and April of last year when they pulled back. A lot of retail investors, they really like the AI trade. How important is it to diversify beyond simply the semiconductors and the splashy AI names that are so consolidated in the S&P?
Yeah, listen, AI is going to be the theme for however many years. It is a generational change in the way we do business, but it's going to be up and down. We'll have another DeepSeek moment, but that's why in April I was happy owning the Atlanta Braves Baseball Club, for example. This is in many ways the anti-AI play. Hard to replace those on-field players with AI.
Chris Marangi, co-CIO of Value at Gabelli. Congratulations on the new products. Thanks a lot for being here. It's great to have you.
Thank you for having me.